Ultimate Fighting Championship comes roaring back to our screens on Saturday, May 9th. And despite a card stacked from top to bottom with exciting, quality fights, well, except for one, there is something missing. Top of the card features a matchup of two members of First Team All Violence. But we'd be remiss not to notice a conspicuous absence. I'm Josh from Scraptitude MMA, and today we're looking at the cursed history of Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Before we get started, please like this video and subscribe to Scraptitude MMA to stay updated in the future. Cancellation number 1. To examine the cursed history of Tony versus Khabib, we need to jump in the Wayback Machine and travel all the way to 2015. El Cucuy and the Eagle were scheduled to lock up for the first time at the Ultimate Fighter Season 22 finale on December 11th, 2015. Instead, Khabib pulled out with a rib injury, and Ferguson traded blows with Edson Barboza, winning via Darce choke. This seemed business as usual in the rough and tumble world of MMA where injuries are commonplace, but little did we know, it was actually a sign that God hates this fight for some reason. Cancellation number 2. On April 16th, 2016, Khabib and Tony were once again scheduled for fisticuffs on the undercard of UFC on Fox, Evans versus Teixeira. This time, it would be the boogeyman to pull out with blood in his lung. Wait, what? Blood in his lung? Instead, the most dominant lightweight of all time would meet newcomer Daryl Horcher and would beat him by bludgeoning in round 2. Poor Daryl, by the way. Hey, welcome to the big show, partner. Here's Khabib. He used to wrestle bears. Cancellation number 3. Hey, third time's a charm, right? Oh, you simple-minded fool. On March 4th, 2017, at UFC 209, we almost got the fight. I mean, we actually got to Fight Week this time. It was once again not to be, however, as Khabib would get pulled due to a bad weight cut. The whole story may or may not involve some ill-advised tiramisu and the Eagle coming into Fight Week far too far from the 155-pound weight limit. But the end result was the fight being scrapped yet again. Both Tony and Khabib would fight later that year, with Tony submitting Kevin Lee via triangle and Nurmagomedov brutalizing Edson Barboza for 15 minutes. Cancellation number 4. This is where things start getting really strange. Khabib and Tony were scheduled to step in the cage once again at UFC 223. In the second clearest sign that the good Lord does not want to see this fight, Tony would pull out with a knee injury. A knee injury sustained when he tripped over some wires in a studio doing media for the event. Did you catch that? He tripped over some fucking wires and his knee blew apart. Jesus Christ. Cancellation number 5. Oh, when will you simple mortals learn? For the 5th time, Tony and Khabib signed the dotted line to lock horns at UFC 249. This time around, a pandemic of biblical proportions descended upon the world and canceled the fight. With coronavirus raging through the world, Khabib couldn't leave his native Dagestan. Instead, the UFC called up the always explosive and exciting Justin Gaethje to face El Cucuy. And while this is an incredible fight that promises fireworks, it's still not the fight we all want. At this point, though, the UFC needs to stop trying to make this fight. If the 5th attempt unleashed a global pandemic, what could possibly happen with a 6th attempt? A meteor? A super volcano? Please, Dana, just don't try it again. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future.